Hey, what's up, crafters? So, good afternoon, everyone. So, I'd like to talk about a common question that we receive in our page, which is about how to manage a fire and how to manage the smoke and what type of smoke that you are looking for a smoker, no? So, maraming misconceptions dito. One common misconception is you have to trap the smoke inside at wala dapat tagas and you have to keep the smoke doon sa loob lang. Well, that's wrong, no? Smoke should only pass the chamber and it doesn't need to linger inside the meat chamber, no? Or else, if you do that, you'll get a lot of bad smoke and yung lasa ng inyong karne hindi hindi ganun magugustuhan, no? So it will be over smoked. Minsan may lasang carbon or sunog pa. So the smoke should only pass the chamber or the meat, and you have the smokestack open all throughout the cook, and then you only have to control the air intake doon sa inyong firebox. And the more opening that you will make doon sa air intake, the more oxygen that goes into the firebox, and the temperature will go up. No? So you will notice that as you move the air intake. But what I suggest is to keep the air intake somewhat open, no? Kahit maliit lang, just to have enough air to keep the fire burning and not produce bad smoke, no? Or yung thick smoke. And another thing about managing the fire and how to, while maintaining the temp, it's okay to maintain the temp within smoking range. No? For example, 200 to 250 Fahrenheit, it can fluctuate, no? 225, 230, 250, that's fine. No? You don't need to really maintain the temp, like for example, sa 250 nang hindi siya gumagalaw doon. No? You can actually achieve that, pero huwag masyadong particular doon sa isang temperature lang. So as long as you're within the smoking range, maglalaro ka lang doon and you'll be fine, no? And another thing is, ano ba yung dapat bantayan? They are watching kasi, no, most crafters or mga beginners, they are watching the temperature, and then as soon as it goes down, and that's the time they are adding wood, no? My advice and recommendation to those who are new in fire management is to keep an eye not on the temperature gauge, but keep an eye on the fire itself, no? Yung mga wood logs and charcoal and yung inyong firebox, no? Well, if you observe the fire, then makita mo that you're losing the wood, your inputs na, it's getting into an ash or nauupos na siya. Then you decide if you need to add a few more briquettes or wood to keep the fire burning, no? And understandably, I believe that we all know that wood take time to start. So as it start, talagang hindi pa siya ganun kainit. So expect for the temperature to go down a little bit, no? That's why we want you to observe the fire and not the temperature gauge. Another thing is if you have a charcoal chimney starter, or in BioPro we have a charcoal chimney starter we call cooling starter. So you can actually lit up a bunch of charcoal briquettes. So you don't need to add them. At doon pala siya parang unlit, and doon pala siya aapoy sa loob ng firebox. So if you have an uling starter, you can start up the fire and add live coals doon sa inyong firebox. That will save you time in igniting the charcoal briquettes kasi may baga na siyang isasama mo doon sa firebox, no? Yeah, again, just a recap. So just a quick video on about smoke. Smoke and heat should only pass the chamber. It doesn't need to stay there inside or i-trap mo yung smoke doon. It should pass the meat out of the smokestack, no? And then yung firebox mo, you should manage the fire and observe the fire more than you're parang glued and particular on the temperature gauge. No? So yeah, that's basically it. That's a very quick video tip reminder to everyone watching this. It's lunchtime, so I just want to address the common questions that we're receiving lately. Kasi mas maraming may mga bago tayong mga crafters getting into smoked barbecue. Alright, thank you very much. Stay safe and God bless.